Okay, welcome everybody. This is Skylife TV, and here at this Live studio, today we continue with our program, The Meeting Point, where we invite elderly citizens, senior citizens around the community, and how we can learn from them based on their experiences, and how we can better our life from the knowledge we get from them. Last time we were talking about some very important things, and today we continue with the same. So I have in the studio with me Mr. Roderick, and you know him from the last program, and I'll still allow him, for those who are just coming in for the very first time, for him to introduce himself and give you his own about himself to you people as an introduction. So take it over.
Thank you very much, Mr. My name is Roderick Kasongo Chimpampu, a senior citizen, born 1961, and I'm 61 years old. My last birthday was on 22nd September 2022.
Okay. And your profession, I think they should know your profession too.
Okay, my profession is, okay, I'm a retired teacher. I'm a retired teacher, and I've served for 35 years. I started working when I was 25 years old.
25 years?
Yes, 25 years.
That's a long time ago.
That was 1986 in the Central Province, Kawiru, where I worked for 5 years.
So tell us a bit about because I've come to know you a bit, and you are a very disciplined person.
Yeah, yes.
Where is that foundation? How did you, because we're saying we want to learn from the elderly, and discipline, you cannot learn and you cannot grow without being either self-disciplined or being disciplined in terms of in a relationship to something. So where did you gather this discipline that you exert in our community?
From my family. I would say my late father and my mother.
So they were strict? Or?
They were not strict, they were kind yet firm. They were kind, more like they were used to joke. Like my father himself was more like a white man. When we came to Lusaka in 1963, when I was 3 years old in Chilenji. My father, one time I was lost in Chilenji. I went to Woodlands. I'm sure you know Woodlands.
Yes.
And my father started looking for me. And he told me that you don't fear anyone, be white or black. And the policeman took me in the Woodlands police station. And I was there brave enough, telling him that my father will come and find me. I was speaking, I think, in Bemba or so. And the policemen were shocked. They said, this boy is very nice. He's not afraid. And when my father looked everywhere, came to Woodlands police station and found me there. And he said, my boy, very good. You went to the right place. And that's why he took me home to Chile.
So you said something, we have this mentality that the white people are better than the black people. You said something about being like a white person.
Oh, my father. Yes, it was more like a white person because he was understanding. I'm not even saying white people are better off. I'm saying human beings created by God, they are good people. But it will depend also on the degree.
Where you come from.
Yes. Because there are some people you think they are angels when they are not.
Obviously.
So him, because he was gifted, he was very intelligent. That's why maybe I even got my gifts from him. He could do a lot of things, and I remember we could wear clothes from Britain, just showing us in the catalog. You say, which one do you want? And you point, then we'll go to the post office order, then we wear.
Okay. It used to be like that those days also?
Yes, it used to be like that.
Okay.
Just point a catalog. By this time, the catalog is a teller who's going to point, say, going to make for you. By those days, you just point, then we will write with a good handwriting. Then at the post office, maybe 2 weeks or so, it will come, then you wear that. Very nice material.
Somebody will buy that set and say.
We would do the filling and we send the guy. We were using pounds by then, before independence. You
were using the
pounds, yes.
That was 63.
63 years before independence.
Zambia got independence 64.
64 years.
Oh.
On 24th October.
Oh, I thought they got independence 61 like the...
No, 61, that's when I was born. I was 3 by then, in 1963.
Okay.
So you could just point, then you find that clothes are here. Oh, Kasongo, my son, here are your clothes from Britain. And I said, very good. And you wear them. So wearing clothes, I was used, and my father who was
so
able to
how was it those days when the British were still ruling? Because I thought the independence was like 61.
Independence was
It
in
is
1964.
64.
So 63.
How was it those days? The youthfulness, how the youths were conducting themselves.
I think
was it strict or?
It wasn't strict as such. It was, things were okay because my late elder sister.
So you were saying now concerning the independence and going back to colonial days were better?
No, to some extent, yes. Because things were okay. You find that my father who worked in the colonial time and the UNIP time, in the colonial time, I think things were okay. I was young. My elder sister started school in the colonial time. And equally myself, I started now after independence. After
and
independence.
You saw the change.
I saw the change, but still more. The kwacha was powerful.
After independence?
After independence, the kwacha was powerful.
More than the British pound?
No, more than the American USA dollar. The kwacha one time was one kwacha was equivalent to $2.50 American dollars. And at the even at the penny friends.
What was the factor that caused that money to be like that? Let's just discuss a little bit of economy before.
Okay, I'm sure it's the good governance by the first Republican president, who is my mentor, the late Dr. Kenneth David Kaunda. Because even during independence.
But I thought it's because like that during those early days of independence, the British government was still backing the Zambian economy somehow before they withdraw completely.
Oh, that maybe I didn't know, but my father never taught me anything like that. But what he said is hard work, because for him, we used to work very hard. He said when we all work hard, everything will be okay. Because I remember even the first TV we had when he was now in University 3, number 6, Kabiu Street. That TV was rented out. There was the rental. We went to watch TV somewhere. I told my father, he said, don't worry, I will bring a TV also. He got that on rental and started watching it. And
from
it was very from a TV renting company.
Oh, there was a company that was renting
yes,
TV
renting. People never used to buy the TVs. Could just rent it out.
That's funny,
and then started watching it, and I saw the cartoons. They were drinking milk, and I was very happy. Very happy to see those cartoons. And we say, yes.
Children always love cartoons.
Yes, cartoons. And my father said, these are the cartoons, and we were very happy. And he continued that in our ordering.
That's interesting. You know, it's never even crossed my mind that people were renting TV. Like
it was the rentals.
Okay.
And until we shifted from University 3, house number 6, Kawiu Street. Then we went to Bama Residential, opposite UTH, house number 33. And the plot number, I cannot remember it, but that's opposite UTH.
Okay. We're talking about the discipline that is missing today. That discipline. How do we bring those discipline? Last time we talked a little bit about this area. I want us to be somehow very practical in terms of how we can bring back this discipline. Like you were talking earlier, you were talking about those junks and the police guy who was trying to clean them off.
Okay.
But if we clean those junks and I don't know, you put them in the prison, there's no rehabilitation in the local prison around.
But they are,
how would they come out a better person?
They are like I remember there's a juvenile prison like Katombola. I'm sure if he's still there, where they are taught skills. Katombola.
I think you're right also, because I've seen a lot of prisoners. Whenever you're going, you see them. Some of them carpentry, some of them working in the farms, some of them doing a lot of things there. I think, but most of the junks we're even talking about, they don't even get to that level prison. They just put them in a local cell and they come out again just like that. They don't even go to prison. So you're talking about this man coming to take them to prison to get them cleansed, or
to take them to prison so that they can change. You see, because the prison is not we call it a bad place, but for people to change, because when one is on drugs or is taking any other things which will make the mind not work straight, must be rehabilitated somewhere so that the brain will rest and begin thinking properly.
I think it's how they've put prison out there. You see, people always think prison is a bad place.
It's a reformatory.
Yeah, I think they should change that name and the mentality, because if you look, most of the time, that was in Livingston. But here, where did I see that? But in Livingston, the prison, the police station there, where the prison is,
Yes.
you always see these guys there working.
Okay.
Carpentry, farming, all those things.
Yeah, even here in Osaka, where I grew up, Burma residential, there was a prison, Chimbokera prison. This time it's called correction, Chimbokera Correction Center.
I think it's better.
And that's what it's called. And
Not
they used to
prison.
wear white, where you can easily be identified. White shorts and shades, and for the women actually it was also white.
But now they are wearing the orange.
Oranges,
Yeah.
and the women is pink, something like pink. And in those days, when a prison arrived, in Burma residential, it was only 40 houses. You find that men, elderly men, would get big stones to stone that prison. And my father was saying, no, what he was doing was bad, because you cannot stone someone. You see, if someone is already in prison, there's no need to stone that person. Because he was very strict. In fact, all I can say is a parent is a teacher. Because
That's
without
the
a
first
parent,
teacher.
yes, without a parent, you cannot go to school or you cannot do anything else. But with good guidance from a parent, you find that you do a lot of things. And when a parent teaches you in play way, you learn fast.
You learn and you keep it.
But when a parent has a whip, you'll be running away from the
And
parent.
we're talking about the communities and the children that are there now, coming up very rough and doing things crazily, and it is sad to see it that way. But we like myself, what I've noticed is a lot of these kids, they either have very ignorant parents or they don't have parents at all. Maybe they are living with a grandmother who doesn't even pay that attention that they need. So it becomes a challenge now for us to fix this situation that we have currently.
Yes, some of them with psychological problem they have. You will find that the children will be the breadwinners. What
Kids
I mean is,
like that.
Yes, what I mean is there's some homes which are run by children. When circumstances like the parents die, both parents die, and the children will be now headed by another child. So in that way, those will be psychologically affected, and instead of fending for themselves, they would want to do it in an easy way by joining gangsters. Once they join gangsters, then they would think that is the way forward, which is wrong.
I've seen a lot of them. Like if you go down the junction somewhere there, you see them. They're always scrambling for the bus and trying to make money out of those
Yes,
buses.
and that's a mistake.
And you see a lot of them just hanging there. There is one I met. I don't know the way the guy that came. Not him alone. He wasn't alone. I went to change money, and then I went to the shop. I bought some biscuit. They came to me like they've been starving. I gave them. Since that day, that guy noticed me now. Anytime I'm passing there, he's
Asking for money.
not like asking. He just notices. He's greeting, and sometimes he comes and asks money also.
Okay.
But I've seen that he's somebody who, if you pay attention to him, he can become somebody better. He's just there because of that situation. I don't know what the situation is. I think one day I will take time to talk to him.
Okay.
But you see those type of children. Maybe some of them they started nicely, and when they came and this type of situation happened, they just become something else.
I think maybe next time I can accompany, because I've lived in this community for 31 years, and most of them they know me. Maybe the time I was teaching at my same school, Mchinga Combined School, I was guidance and counseling teacher.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm able to communicate with them. At times I even use jokes in that play way. I can even recall there's a friend who died. The friend died, Mr. I think Konka, something like that, and the wife. And the children remained on their own. One of the boy, I usually meet him. One time I met him, he asked for a coin from me. I said, I'll give you next time I have it. Another time he didn't see me, I saw him, I called him and I gave him a coin.
He's small one.
He's now big, he's about maybe 17, 18 or so.
And the both parents are dead.
Both parents are dead. And he has to fend for himself. And the older sister, who is married, and I think another, yes, sister, about 3 of them.
And
So I told that boy that you are my son, whether you like it or not, because your father was my friend. So if you've got any problem, please talk to me. Next time I come, I won't give you a coin, you're going to give me a coin yourself. And he laughed at it.
That is a situation around.
Yes.
In so many different families.
Others have just rebelled. They have got parents quite okay, like the street children. They have rebelled, you see, because they cannot listen to the parents. And some other parents, they have a lot of illicit activities which they do, such that they cannot pay attention. Kids can say yes, and they cannot pay attention to their children. And the children more becomes like breadwinners. Whatever money they come, they can just even pick money from the children and use it without knowing where the money is coming from.
And the parents have to make the house very comfortable for the kids to stay.
Yes.
But if they have some illicit activities like you were saying,
yes, man.
The kids, they can take it for a while, but they won't take it for too long.
For too long. And they will rebel. And immediately you're trying to discipline them, they say, what about you? You do ABCD. Then you fail.
You know, on Sunday, we went to church. In town, that side there, at Cosmopolitan Mall there. A lot of kids, 5 years, 7 years maximum, not even 10 years. A lot of them, they were asking for money.
You see, and that is a potential.
Lot of them.
It's a potential bomb.
I was asking, where is your father? Where is your mother? Some of them, they're lying. They said they're home. Where is home?
Some can have their parents there, and they have rebelled. Some can even be orphans.
This kid like this, a small kid like this. And
some cannot even, the fathers can be the same street children. Can the street children marry, and then they produce children in the street? I remember that time I was in hospital admitted. There was a street kid who was admitted, and the friends went to see her. So there was one of a parent who was nursing also a child, and when I was also in hospital.
The street ones.
The parent was nursing a son, and I was also being nursed by my wife. So they started narrating what happened at the gate. That one of the street mother who came to see a friend wanted to beat up a security guard for not allowing them to enter. And she was more like demonstrating some kind of martial art and say, me, I grew up in the street, and my child is also a street kid, so I can beat you up. So the street kids, they have got their own world. It is at the street. And when they grow very old, they will become now street grandpapas, which is not good.
And I think I'm seeing this only here in Zambia. I don't know if I've seen that anywhere else. Even though like in South Africa they have situation like that, but it's not so common like here. You go to town, in the middle of the road, you see them sleeping in the middle of the road.
Yes, they are now zombies. They are zombies, and they steal from people.
But the government need to do something about this.
The government has been trying to rehabilitate them, but you find that they go back, and because of what they take, the illicit stuff they take, like Bostik.
It's really sad. Several times in town, I've seen these trucks carrying things internationally. Those trucks, you know, they have those ropes. That ropes they always do like this.
Those do like this.
Those guys always, when those trucks are passing, you just see them running there, pulling it. When the truck, they've offload things and the rope, they will remove it, and they don't care if you see them or not. They don't care if the truck see them or not. They just get it and run and sell it.
In fact, I would say stealing is throughout, it's everywhere.
But this thing is not just a physical thing.
Okay.
It's not just a physical thing.
I saw it in Central Province, Kavu, because we used to board a train.
It's going to come back.
Okay. We used to board a train, and you find that villagers there, the children there. Is it one now?
Yes.
Okay. As I was saying, in Central Province, where I worked for 5 years, first go for appointment in Mass, we could walk for 3 hours from the rail siding to the school in the bush. 3 hours. Once you reach the siding, rail siding, villagers or children of villagers were thieves. They would put grease on the rail line, a lot of grease, for the train to be slow. Once it's slow, the goods train, then they